going on YouTube? Another car video. Really like these car videos, so I'm gonna keep on cranking them out. But yeah, just doing some thinking on the way home. And yeah. Oh shit, that's better. Yeah. Today you want to talk about more of just how something I saw on Instagram just now, and something I think that plagues a lot of young men these days, just outside of young men, society as a whole, quite honestly, and that's the hyper-sexualization of everything, and how we promote bullshit, quite honestly. I was on Instagram and I was looking at photography techniques, because I'm trying to get into photography and videography, just trying to master that craft and just look at some nice tips. That's one thing I would give Instagram, that if you know where to go and know where to look, and you know how to mold your feed to only show you things you find valuable, it's a great app that'll help you advance in whatever hobby or any pursuit that you may have. If you're into MMA, it'll show you different fights and different things like that. If you're into fashion, it'll show you different models. If you're into anything, into any type of sport, art, or anything that you find interesting, it'll show you those accounts. But on the flip side, if you don't know what to tailor your interest to and you just want to have a social media app, this is where you get into deep waters, and you can fall down a never-ending rabbit hole of just brain rot, essentially. Like, you'll just lose your mind trying to keep up with all the bullshit. I was just exposed to this Instagram persona. I believe his name is Baby Alien. I have no idea who this guy is or why he's famous or what. I just clicked on his page, and my first initial reaction was like, who is this? Like, why is this person famous? And then my immediate second reaction was, this is disgusting. But I'm concerned with what my third action was. Nothing on no freak shit or anything like that, but just intrigued to see what else is going on and why he has that same following, like a curiosity to scroll down his feed and his page and see what else he's doing and what else this character or persona is involved in. And I caught myself when I was doing that. I was like, wait a minute, like, this has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. This has nothing to do with the current moment I'm living in. This is not going to benefit me at all, like in any way, shape, or form. And if anything, it's just going to make me upset looking at this nonsense. And then I caught myself. I was like, yeah, it's time to get off this app right now. It's time to exit this app. And I'm grateful that I had the cognitive ability to do that and realize what I was doing in that moment. But one thing I'm afraid of is that, well, not necessarily afraid, one thing that I know is not everybody has that cognitive ability. Not trying to brag or anything like that, because I'm by no means perfect, but at the same time, I was able to pick that up and I was able to get out of there. But what's happening is, I feel like, from my point of view, is that a lot of people aren't picking up on that energy drain. They aren't picking up on that I call it the bullshit radar, you know? They aren't picking up on that. They just fall down into the loop of, oh, you know, it's just social media. I'm just scrolling. I'm not doing anything detrimental to my own mental health, essentially. But by viewing these things and feeding into this nonsense, because let's be honest, Baby Alien is, okay, I'm not pulling any punches here. I'm not going to try to like sugarcoat it. He's grotesque. He's like difficult to look at. and the content he makes is hard to watch because it's not very funny. It usually involves half-naked women. I mean, it's pretty much soft porn with terrible comedic timing. Like, nothing about it is funny. Nothing about it is intriguing. Nothing about it causes me to want to pursue more, like a more intellectual, like involvement. Like, nothing. It's just pure static, brain static. It's just brain-numbing entertainment, if you can call it that. And yeah, it's making me more concerned because, you know, I swiped off of the post that I saw, and then I looked at his followers, and I looked at like the engagement he's receiving, and millions of followers, thousands of likes, thousands of comments. I'm like, damn. He got traction, so somebody is watching this shit. Somebody's liking this. Somebody's sharing this. So, and I'm just really, I have no words. And it's kind of scary. Yeah, it's kind of scary that this person has this much influence, and he's not doing anything but exposing naked women and making terrible online skits. But on the flip side, I feel like in these modern days, if you work on yourself, and I know that it's beating a dead horse and it might be contradictory to one of my past videos, if you work on yourself within moderation, don't overwork, and don't fall into the trap of sigma male, you know, alpha wolf, I don't need any friends, all I need is hard work and anime, this, that, and the third. Don't fall into that trap, because that's also negative. But I feel as if you work on yourself to the point where you can promote yourself as a healthy human being with cognitive, like, brain function, like you are not an idiot, pretty much. You're not an idiot, and you somewhat dress well, you have decent hygiene. That's the barest minimum. Like, I'm not saying about that myself, but I'm saying if you have decent hygiene, dress well, and you're not a complete idiot, you'll stand out in this world that we're heading into. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It's just a thing, I guess. It's good for those who are already on that path, and for those who aren't, he'll blend right in. So I guess it's a good thing, depending on how you look at it. But the way I'm looking at it from my point of view, it's not good. It's not good to have these people being promoted. It's not good to have these people receiving a ton of attention and all of this internet traffic, because only thing that comes from that is idiots trying to emulate it and do the same thing. So we have infinite idiot glitch. There's always going to be another one. Let me give him baby alien the benefit of the doubt and say maybe he's aware of his actions, and he's doing this for money, monetary gain. Is your legacy really worth the monetary gain of you always being portrayed as a horny, small, you know what I'm saying, essentially a gremlin? Yeah, who knows? Maybe to him it is. Maybe he's a puppet, and people are using him for internet bait, you know, to get clicks, to get views, in order to sell a product or something like that. Who knows? Maybe he's an industry plant. Maybe he's a CIA project. Maybe he's actual alien. That could be it too. He could be a real alien. sent to weaken humanity. I'm just talking shit, but I don't know. One thing I do know is these Instagram personalities never last longer than, per se, like 1 to 3 years. They're hot. They blow up. You know, they travel in the world, got all this money, got all these women. Let me not say women. Let me actually say what they are. They got all these attention whores. And yeah, kind of like fireworks. They lit, they go up, they explode. Everybody says, ooh, ah. Then they fizzle out. Forever forgotten. Gone in the wind. Ashes. I just hope that they realize that, you know. And they say sex sells. Boy, that never rang more true than today. Just my thoughts. If you have any video recommendations, leave them in the comments. If you have any counter arguments to the video that I just now posted, leave it in the comments as well. I'm always open to criticism, as long as it's constructive, not destructive. Don't let that go over your head. And as always, peace.